Alrighty. So, trust you've all had a good week.
Yes.
And, sort of, missed last week. For, what reason exactly? I'm not sure.
I am an enigma, and I choose to remain as such.
Very
Okay.
well. Well, last week, you had to pass through essentially this country's version of the border guard, or TSA. It was a bit of a process where your ship had to be searched for illegal goods. And you've gotten your first glimpse of the corruption in this country when a nun who previously was not on the ship paid the guards to not bother your alcohol. Your identities were checked, at least those of you that weren't disguised. Which, by the way, the night before arriving in the city of Froth, everyone, and I do mean everyone, including Miss Olivia, had a dream. A dream which was interesting for the most part. I should probably get that out for someone that wasn't here last week, so we can get that done. Once you are off the ship, you encountered your party's greatest enemy, extreme racism. Now, extreme racism on the part that this city is full of ASMR, and everyone looks down with disgust on tieflings.
Yay. No way.
Starabon contemplated growing trees in this place, wherever people's homes were. And he got accosted by some guards. You did a good job of saving yourselves from being accosted, but then a finely dressed gentleman came out, told the guards to F off, and bribed them before taking you to his little magical shop, where you are suspicious of him because he was aware of Dehun's true name. Well, at least his birth name, not the other one that Miss Olivia deals in. And you arranged a deal of sorts with him. A deal which we will get to once I get this little thing taken care of, and I will be back in a moment so that I can find out where that I put that piece of paper. Nice, long, and hard search, that was. So, Miss Olivia, we are going to rewind to the night before the Swan has docked in Froth. As you fall into a dream, it starts off as something related to your status as a chosen of the Twin Divine. Probably in your case, a dream of dragons. However, as the dream continues on, it shifts as if you entered someone else's dream. You find yourself on a path. Before you lies the Ganomycin Theocracy. There, where the Gamun River flows into the ocean, the path splits in two. On each path is a group of 4 people facing you. One group is obviously yourselves, and behind them the path splits again in one to a wall of screaming souls, and the other to yourselves again, but this time wearing the armor of those who you are now fighting. The second group of people is a group of identical composition as yours, but there is none who you recognize. The path behind them likewise splits. At the head of one path sits a fiery bird upon a small red ball that resembles Malar, the red moon. Its path merges with the path behind your group briefly, splitting off and going off into the distance. A second path of no particular note likewise leads into the distance. The third path loops round behind you, and as you follow it, it leads you back to your island, Mikhail, and to the Montes Galacti. In the Montes Galacti, 3 sights lie before you. A city of white and blue towers, an ice-covered mountain with a cloud of ash rising from it, and in the distance, a great tree. Now I ask you, Miss Olivia, what of the 3 sites do you choose to go and take a look at?
Ooh, funky looking tree.
The tree, as you approach it, is not in the mountains, but as you reach their end, you see the tree is on an island in the middle of the ocean. Before long, the ocean starts receding, and the earth begins to crack and crumble as the tree begins to grow larger and larger. Eventually, the tree splits in half, and a gigantic shadowy being with glowing white eyes rises into the inky black sky, where slowly, one by one, the moons lose their light and disappear, and then the sun, and then the stars, before all fades to black, and the dream ends.
Ah, funny tree. Funny tree.
Right. So you awake on the ship, you go about your business. Eventually the ship has to land, and everything is checked. Daehun gets the passengers on the ship lined up so that they can have their IDs checked. Before he and Starabon go off in a direction. I'd also like to point out, and as a reminder, that you do have this map in your journals that has the names of the districts on it. I think of note something that would be note to Miss Olivia would be that Fleur is mostly dressed the same way that she was when you were scouting that one estate for the Demonomicon. Um, that's including the wig. So she's not herself here.
Understandable, but the disguise is atrocious.
Would you like to make it better?
No, no. I hid in a wine barrel through customs. I need to actually fake my ID.
Is that how you got in or how you got out?
That's how she got. Probably both, in all honesty. Knowing her, it's probably also the same wine barrel.
So you just hide in a wine barrel the entire time?
Yeah. Not that she can't actually fake an ID. She is a charlatan. It's part of, her speciality. Like Sith Lords are for Jedi. But she did not think the plan through whatsoever in normal Order of the Swan fashion.
Right. So Dahun, you've concluded your business with Polion.
Yep.
What is it that you would like to do at this time?
Well, I got my stuff. Just a minute. I'm realizing that I have a lot of stuff now. Right, this is a great question. You know what? I'm just going to go browse the magic shops. I know that I kind of already did that, but I'm just looking.
Window shopping.
Window shopping. I'm looking for a cool sword, or a hammer, or a maul. Anything that looks like it's glowy and can set stuff on fire.
Well, you're not gonna find a lot here, and even if you did, you wouldn't have the money to do so, since I think you were running low last time.
Well, I mean, that's what I said to the guy so that I could get a better deal out of him. But I still have about 7,000 gold. So I'm good. You know what? I have always wanted a minion.
Oh boy.
Because they keep getting jobs and having stable lives. I need one that doesn't think. So I'm going to go try to find a golem or, I don't know. Dahun isn't really big on that stuff, so I just want to see.
All right. Roll investigation.
Go time. Sorry, I gotta get my character sheet. Investigation. Nice.
Well, there aren't any shops where you can get a golem. But you are told that people that are most likely to have golems, or at least the know how to make golems, are the state clergy.
Oh, sweet. I think I have to visit the church anyway. I don't know why, but I have a sneaking suspicion I'm supposed to. You know what? While I'm doing this investigation, I'm just going to ask anybody. What is the best way to summon warriors out of thin air.
Magic?
Okay, yeah, thank you very much, smart person. I'm talking about, all right, like is there a cool horn or like a doorway that you can open, like a key that you can like put into a lock that doesn't exist, and then you turn it and then you open a door that doesn't exist, and then a ton of goblins happen. Something like that. No.
No one you ask has a clue on how to do that.
Darn it. All right, well, let's go talk to the clergy.
Oh boy, this is going to go well.
Oh, incredibly well. Well, remember, I'm Grigori Nikov, not Dehun Stormbender.
Or Makar.
Or Makar, because Makar barely existed for like 1 year. Okay, I'm going to go to the first church that I find.
Okay. Well, easy enough since this place is a theocracy and this place has a population of 35,000.
Oh, wow, that's not a lot. Okay.
It's a lot for
Well,
medieval-esque place. There's also
yeah,
subarctic.
I keep forgetting that. Cool. Okay, so first off, I just got to get a sense of these guys. What do they look like? Like, what does the church look like? Is it big and scary? What's the color theme? What do I have to be afraid about?
So the main church building is just like a cathedral, but the spires they're pretty tall, and it looks like they have mushroom shaped or onion shaped domes at the top. She was the name of that one church in Moscow.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, that general aesthetic.
Got it.
Inside there's it's pretty nicely decorated. Along the walls there are frescoes of you're from the theocracy. You recognize these as religious figures.
Awesome.
Is there a conspicuously murdered royal family?
No.
Ah,
No.
so they haven't done the Romanovs yet.
Cool. Well, I'll just walk up to the nearest priest and say hello. Hello.
Hello, my child. What can I do for you?
I am wondering where to find information on how to create weapons of destruction.
He takes a look at your entire presence.
I have a cape now.
Might I ask why?
I wish you to use those weapons of destruction to destroy evil. Like demons. I hate demons, but I'm having trouble taking care of them on my own. So I was wondering if the clergy, wise and holy men who have been fighting demons for millennia now, would have any information on how to do that.
Well, generally, Our faith in Rook keeps them at bay, keeps them in the abyss and the nine hells. You have nothing to fear here, Groot Paladin. Though if you are looking for a crusade, that is... I would caution against attempting such crusade unless it were to our enemies to the north, the Bifrontians. Their faith is a heresy to us.
Indeed. Do they believe the same stuff up there?
No.
Okay. Here, I'm going to see if Dagan even understands. He would not understand. Okay. That is bad. And they should be stopped. Wow. I must ask, though, if Rulkar is, you know what, I'm... Natural 20. He's not going to say that. Okay. Well, thank you for that information. Where is the easiest place to join one of these Bayfrontian crusades?
Well, usually we have to wait for Patriarch to call for a crusade, but there is nothing stopping you from gathering a bunch of knights and going to border and fighting cross-border. Show them light of Rook.
Yes. Yes. And I am incredibly sorry. I am from a small backwards town. Well, backwoods, not backward. Where is the best place to find such noble knights?
Every major city has a group of knights devoted to the faith. So you will find most in Dark Orchard part of city.
Ooh, I got a map. Dark Orchard. Oh, I have to go up there eventually anyway. Okay. Well, thank you, Your Holiness. That was most informative, and maybe once I've started the crusade, I'll tell you how it's going. And this time, you'll not ask for a name and just walk out.
May Rook protect you, my child.
May... dude, I can't say this name. Huitzilopochtli. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
May Huitzilopochtli protect you as well. And he'll keep going.
Can you really just say other god? Oh, that's beautiful.
Well, he's gone.
Yep.
Cool. That is, if I still have time, I'll start making my way up to Dark Orchard.
Given how big the city is, and it does take a while to walk these streets. Trust me, I've walked across Bozeman. It's not, it's not fun.
Yeah. All right, wait. You know what? Let's see if I have this spell prepared. I do. I will go to a reasonable place out of the way, and I will cast Find Steed. for 10 minutes.
Well, that will definitely reduce the travel time.
Yeah. And I will have Hummer and I'll just go through the street. Yep. Sound very intelligent right now.
Is
Cool.
Myth Olivia just going to be hiding in the wine barrel all day?
No, she will periodically peek out, ask Tegan if no one's actually inspecting the ship anymore, go to her room and actually fill out her forged documents, since she does still have her old ID and social security card, and also a secret, black room inside of the ship that she can fill out, that she can fake IDs and social security cards with.
Or social credit score?
Because that's just one of the things that, charlatans can do. She already has an ID, so she has the template.
Yes. And you've lived here for a time, so you...
So yeah, she do be forging all of the official documents she needs to actually pass.
Well, no one is currently watching the ship.
Cool.
Well, besides the crew.
Mm-hmm. Then yeah, she'll ask Tegan to keep an eye out for her above deck and let her know, since they have their each other's sending stone numbers. And start work on her false identification. Mind you, just for extra measure, you ever play The Wind Waker?
Yes.
The Forsaken Fortress?
Yes.
Yeah, she just does that, but with the wine barrel down into the lower deck of the ship. But yeah, most of her day is going to be spent having to forge all of these documents. Oh, and also asking Anana for a cat leash for Shara. Important things.
Roll a religion for me.
This works. Invariably, 1 hour is going to be spent putting on the cat harness. Alright. Religion. Well.
Yeah, you get a cat leash for Shara.
Right. Now, yes, one of the hours of her day is going to be spent trying to put a cat harness on a lion cub, which is hard enough on a domestic cat.
And probably going to fall over a few times once it's on.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, her day is spent forging documents.
Alright. Daeun, when you get to Dark Orchard, let me just refresh myself on... Yep, is that part of the river. You find that there are a lot of knightly individuals here that it looks like they are getting ready for something already.
Oh. Well, I will park Hummer a little while away, and then I'll try to slowly walk up to him. How bad do I stick out right now?
Like you're saying, you're the only one that's actually wearing their complete suit of armor. You kind of stick out, but not totally.
All right, that's not too bad. I will walk up to. I'll walk up to a guy. Let's see. You know what? It's probably best if I try to figure out who this guy is before I talk to him. Caution and all. I would like to find one of the knights that looks less, I guess, prepared than everyone else. Not so much that, like, how about this? Less powerful. I'm looking for a guy who's not as great as all the other guys here.
All right. Find like sitting on a porch of a relatively large house, a young man, like 18 or 19. He's sharpening a sword. All he has on right now is a breastplate.
This sounds awesome. Okay, I will approach him and wave at him. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I am doing fine.
That is good to hear.
Are you getting ready? It looks like you are ready for conflict.
Yes, I am always ready. It is the nature of who I am, sadly. Blessed with vigilance. Yes. How about you? What are you doing? Everyone else seems to be getting ready.
There are rumors that we will take advantage of war between Shimver and Bayfront to claim some territory from Bayfront.
Good. That'll be a great day. It'll be a great day when Bayfront falls. Well, I hope not to keep you for too long, but I'm sad to say I am in need of assistance. I have recently lost an assistant. Well, not exactly of such a your caliber, but I am looking for a squire of sorts, someone to help me in my knightly and holy duties. And I am foreign, not exactly foreign to this country, but to the city. Came from a smaller town down south.
That explains a lot. I'm sure you could find plenty of the peasantry that are desperate enough to seek patronage of someone such as yourself. Perhaps do not look in the lines for bread. Those people are starving and don't have much muscle on the bone.
Lines for bread? I am unaware of this. What is this?
Winter caused a shortage of supply.
Oh, yes, very bad.
Yeah. Farmers not able to grow much when snow falls and days very short.
Yes, the sun is not long. Well, I will take that advice into consideration. Thank you. And I have one last question. And it may seem odd, but I've been called to this. I must I must answer this. Where in the city is the least holy?
Uh, least holy.
Yes.
Probably Moon Harbor. That is where all foreign ships come in.
Oh, foreign though. Not a lot of workers there. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for stopping to talk to me, and I hope you do well. I hope that you return from any battles that you go to with glorious victory.
Same to you.
Which the poach lay bless you. Goodbye. And he'll get on Hummer, and he'll try to find a bread line.
So I'm not going to make you roll for this because all you have to do is go into the center of the city, where you do find multiple lines in front of like bakeries.
Oh. All right. I want to find the one sod who looks the least muscular, the least useful, the most useless man here, preferably scraggly, unshaved, unwashed. I want the whole package deal.
All right. Give me an insight check. All right. You're able to find a older man, probably in his mid-40s.
That's not bad.
Seems to be kicked to the back of the line for this one bakery that you can smell some. Not a lot of bread or very many baked goods.
All right.
He does have a. He is very much unshaven, and his hair like reaches down to his shoulders.
All right then. Sounds perfect. So I'll walk up to him, just kind of stand staring at him for a solid 2 seconds, and then say, "What is your name?"
Dmitri.
Hello, Dmitri. Would you like a job?
Duh.
Come with me. They'll turn back around and walk away. So he's going to just go back to the ship.
All right, then. So, by the time you get back to the ship, the sun has set. It's been a bit of a long day. Well, with all the TSA stuff that you had to get through. And then the meeting with Polion.
Nice.
There are claw marks everywhere.
And yes, Mythlevia, Dehun returns, followed by a older, confused-looking man.
Dude, what did we say about kidnapping middle-aged adults?
We never said anything, and he's not being kidnapped. Dmitri, please go down to the galley and get yourself some food, and then clean yourself up.
Actually, I suppose we only specified old men.
What?
She's just sitting there thinking to herself, nothing. Don't kidnap middle-aged adults, though. I can't believe I have to expand this out from don't kidnap old men.
I'm not kidnapping him, you tiefling. Sorry about her, Dimitri. She's a little weird. Look, Dimitri is going to be my new assistant. I keep losing mine to good jobs and warm beds.
Yeah, have you considered paying your employees?
I am paying my employees generously.
I want to point out she is actually like in her old vestments from when she worked as a nun in this country.
Perfect. Just a crusader and a priest talking it out. Dimitri, galley.
Yeah, he went as soon as you told him to.
Okay, cool. All right. Oh, rats, I didn't tell him my name. Well, perfect. Okay. Well, yeah, he's going to be around. I'll pay
Are
him
you
Malfi.
calling yourself? I don't imagine a whole lot of people know Dehun Stormbender or Makar Stormbender here.
No. I'm Grigory Nikov.
All right. I'll be back in 12 hours.
Okay. Have fun and don't kill too many nuns.
Why
He's
would I
gonna.
kill? She just stops. I want to point out that like her fingers do actually look a bit stained with ink.
Ah. Oh, also, by the way, if you're interested in the fact, or in, looks like you were forging documents, like the liar you are. Guess what? I have another liar that assisted me. He's going to pull out his forged Grigory Nikov document.
Oh, these are good. Did Silver do them?
No, it was another guy. He's named Napoleon. Do you know him?
Would she know of Napoleon?
Roll a history check.
He turns to the lion.
If you have spent time in Froth, which you probably would have considering how large the city is, you would know that there is a Asimar in Heather Ferry, who is an owner of a magical item shop. It's been rumored that a certain kobold or a certain draconian individual frequents the area, and there might be some connection between Polion and a certain terror.
Hold up. She says, like handing these documents back, after making sure that they're actually notarized. And then saying, well, one second, I have to ask somebody something. She texts, to what she texts Turku. You never told me you knew Polion.
Napoleon or Polion?
Polion. Or Apollyon.
Just Polion. Like
Napoleon.
polio,
Okay.
chicken.
Not Napoleon.
Yeah.
No. There's a good chance Turku knew Napoleon as well. Let's be real.
Maybe not. I don't know where you came across this information, but it's confidential. Who my business partners are.
I figured it out myself. Though he is an old friend, so kind of weird. Anyways, uh, yeah, can't believe he forged Dahan's documents. She says, closing the book of shadows. Um, well, great. What about Starbon?
He didn't ask for any.
Uh,
Also,
she says today, though, if he never did ask for anything, that sounds about right for Starbon.
Sturbon? Oh, yeah, I left the tiefling to just walk around this tiefling-hating city. Huh.
Yeah,
I'm
that's not the smartest.
He'll be fine. It's all right. It was just like in certain areas next to churches. He'll be okay as long as he did
Look,
follow me
if he
around.
didn't burst into flames,
Oh,
um, yeah, I'm gonna have to talk with him about that. That's a that's a different problem entirely regarding tieflings and this, as you mentioned, tiefling hating city. Uh, but it's probably best if he just took the form of like a house cat or a bird.
yes, creepy bird. Okay, cool. Yeah, Sturbon's out there somewhere, being
Uh,
cool because he's Sturbon.
Still super disconcerting, Daehoon, but
I had to go talk to some knights and then the clergy, and then I had to pick up a random guy on the street to help him out with his life. Come on, give me some slack.
I, you know, no. He's probably just, floating in the river or something. Actually,
Yeah,
knowing Narbonne, he's almost certainly floating in the river or something. Either
he's
because,
fine.
he got lynched or he's Starbonne and he just does that.
It's fine. He's fine. He's a very powerful druid. He can get out of most, if not all, scenarios.
Yeah, but I mean, when enough people come at you with knives, eventually one's going to stab you. Just as, Julius Caesar.
I
Right, you
don't
don't
know
know.
who that is.
She pulls up a picture of the assassination of Caesar on her book of shadows.
Why do
I
all of
want to
these guys look so weird?
I want to point out it's actually a photograph and it's a selfie at that. She is
That's
holding a knife.
okay. Yeah, I didn't need to see that today. So, look, Sturbon will take care of himself. What were you doing all day aside from sitting in a barrel?
Forging documents.
Okay, so that's still in the barrel. But
No,
are
I
we going to do anything tomorrow? Like, what's our goal? I went and talked and had a crisis.
that's been happening kind of too much for my comfort with you, Daehoon, but
I just did stuff. Stuff, man. Like, are you supposed to be helping people? Yeah, we made a deal with Polian that I failed to write down.
he, Yo is not legally binding, and he knows that.
Yeah, but it's binding to me. Your word means a lot.
He,
Okay, look, we're gonna go to sleep, and then we're gonna get up, and we're gonna go talk to Polian again with you because you remember this kind of stuff.
right, then, yeah, we're probably going to have to actually hit the fucking road.
Okay. DM,
yes.
what was the deal with Polian?
The deal with Polian was that he would take you to the capital in exchange for one night in private with each of you.
All right. I will communicate that deal to Liv. I don't like it.
Hella sus, but alright.
Well, of course you'd be into it. Weirdo.
She
I don't know. Do you
leans
think we can
down.
get there?
She leans down to Ormir and who will speak to it because she knows for a fact it can understand her. Hey, you're going to have to act as this guy's rape whistle, okay?
Or Emir is in the bag of holding.
She'll lean into the bag of holding and say that she's still saying it to Ormir.
Get out. I don't trust you. All right. I don't know what you said because your head was in the bag of holding, but look, I don't trust a guy. Sorry to say that. Do you think we can make it there without his help?
I mean, probably, but
Okay.
what's the worst of meeting with him? Other than the fact he'll recognize me.
Okay, so maybe we shouldn't do that because they need to have more information. That's his thing. Like if he rats us out to the church, one guy, me, that's one thing. But you're on another level. You're a super criminal.
Yeah. I let Charles wander the city for a bit. He said that I'm on wanted posters.
Yeah. So maybe we shouldn't interact with the guy. I mean, he has some great stuff. I mean, check out my new cape, cloak thing that I've got. Very sweet.
That's a choice.
Yeah. All of her armor. It's awesome. Anyway, look. I think that we should just ignore the guy and go straight to our destination as stealthily as possible.
Yeah, it might be smart. Good job, Daehoon. Either that's terrifying and I'm rubbing off on you, or that's a good thing and Silver's rubbing off on you.
I don't... Look, all right, he reminds me too much of you, and because I don't like you, I don't like him. There you go. I insulted you. Now stop being nice to me.
Actually, that's smart. She just says, crossing her arms, like, no, that's just empirically smart. Good job, Daehoon.
Stop complimenting me. No.
She stands on her tiptoes and reaches up and pats you on the helmet.
He's gonna go screaming in his room.
Hey, look, Miss Olivia. Come on, you have a excellent disguise of the glasses and mustache.
Unfortunately, he knows my secrets. He too performs them. Where did you think I got these from?
Huh. I mean, yeah, sure. We're in a place where you can bribe the guards to not turn you in. It's smart to not trust him, but
most people off the street won't recognize me. He in particular will.
Well, maybe if he's a friend of Turku the Terror, maybe he's not such a bad guy.
That means he's explicitly a bad guy. Source, I am also a friend of Turku the Terror.
Well, what's the harm in just seeing what he wants?
There's a lot of harm in that.
So go ahead, disguise. Maybe not the mustache and glasses disguise, but you're a bard. Use spells.
I'm going to have to go old school. She pulls out one of the disguise glasses kits with the fake nose.
If you're that suspicious, why don't the 5 of us go? Yeah, this is been Silvar talking the entire time.
Yeah, no, I gathered as much.
Nice.
I'm gonna bring this really big knife.
The five of us go as customers. Maybe, sure, the sun has long since set, but maybe he's still open.
Yeah, actually, he probably is if you go in the back door. But I also broke Dayhun. Let's reconvene in the morning.
Okay.
Is Dayhun still screaming into his pillow from his cabin?
You can hear things crashing, but that's about it.
Either he's functioning as intended, or I broke him. There's no in between here, and I don't want to risk it.
You hear him yell, "I need a new chair!" And then a broken chair flies out the door. Slams again.
Again, that doesn't narrow it down, but let's give him a good night's rest.
Awesome.
I'm a go, I don't know, for a fucking midnight stroll. Since the last time I decided to sleep, I just saw a really cool tree.
Wait a minute. You saw that too?
It was a really cool tree. And then it proceeded to murder everything, so less cool, but pretty cool.
Alright. I didn't get a dream, but, your wife apparently had a dream of me. I can only guess it was me. She only described it as a shadowy being with glowing red eyes and a tail.
Yep, no, just really cool tree. I get why Sturbon likes trees. Some of them are just weird. Anyways, you need to sleep. So, toodles.
Alright. Anything that Miss Olivia does in particular on this midnight stroll?
No, she's just wandering about, throwing her ear to the wind. Probably getting a little bit mad about the fact that they fucked up her appearance on the wanted poster. That sort of thing.
They just can't get your nose or your horns right.
It's annoying.
Nice.
This is the second time where you've seen your own wanted posters, and they're always so wrong.
That bounty is insultingly low. I gotta step on my fucking game while I'm here.
Well, things go the way I think they're going to go. That'll easily be done.
That being said, she is also contemplating asking Silvar if he wants to pull off a loop in the third heist.
Nothing particularly of note happens during the evening. Miss Olivia, if you ever go and just hang out in the bedroom with Fleur, you would notice that Silvar, Ono, and Chomper are taking turns watching the little atrium area. How do they describe it other than
Yes, that.
being in that room.
Yeah.
Right? They're just all three of them are in that room, but two of them are asleep at a time in there. The next day comes. You all have breakfast. So far, no fantasy TSA agents have come during the night. Elrahil is missing. No, missing as in people saw him go off the ship in a hurry with a cloak.
Fair enough.
Not the best, but I'll live with it. We'll track him down eventually. I mean, do we really? I mean, yeah, we'll find him eventually. It's fine.
We don't need him yet.
Yeah. All right. What are we doing? Are we going to go talk to the guy?
Yeah, against my better judgment.
Okay. Perfect. Let's go. Oh, hey, where's Dimitri?
Is well, he's currently getting or finishing breakfast. Probably the second biggest meal he's had in a long time.
Perfect.
Maybe Fantasy Christmas.
Fantasy Christmas. All right. Awesome. Okay. Dahun will walk over to him and just be like, "Hey, Dimitri, how are you feeling?"
Feeling good.
Good. Good. Okay, really quick. Did he shave?
Hasn't shaved yet.
Okay. Well, did he take a bath?
Yes. That would have been
hey.
one of the things that at least the female part of the crew would have made sure got done.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, that was the one. It was either that he took a bath or that he shaved. Hopefully both, but you know what? I'll just go with the bath. It's fine. Well, Dimitri, good job. You passed the first test. Are you ready for a job?
Yes.
Good. Well, when you're done eating, you're going to be following me around and holding stuff that I tell you to hold. And that's it.
Okay.
Okay. I'll call you when I need you. We'll be heading out here soon. We've got to go talk to a top secret spy person. Cool. Oh, also, do you need any new clothes, new boots? Do you have a knife or a sword?
All I have is the clothes I'm wearing.
Okay. How does clothes look?
They're holding together. Honestly, you're kind of surprised how long he's managed to last this winter.
Awesome. Okay, well, I'll get him some new clothes, and I might as well. I'll get him a spear. Spears sound good for this guy. Maybe a halberd.
Spears are also really easy to train people for.
Yeah. Yeah, and Dahun has taken. Sorry, he has read a book on how to make people fight with spears. So that helps. Okay, cool. So I'll get him a spear, some new clothes, and we'll do all that on the way back, probably.
All right.
All right. Also, sorry, I should probably explain this out of character. So, the whole thing about Dahun being sad about not being able to save society? This is that. Miniature. Just, I thought I'd explain so that it makes sense within the story.
All right.
Cool. Okay.
You have your fill of breakfast, and then, well, apparently Miss Olivia's friends with the guy. And Dahun was there yesterday.
Yep.
Able to find your way over to his shop.
Perfect.
To be fair, it's less friends and more you're in the same business.
Yeah,
we better not, step on each other's toes.
Yeah, so you going through the front door, or are you trying to look for a back door?
Dayun does not care. He's going straight through the front door.
All right. You go through the front door, a little ding ding ding, and um, you see the tall, blonde, pale-skinned Asmar, like, turn facing your direction. Ah, welcome back, Gregory.
Hello, Polian. How are you doing?
I am doing well. And,
Amazing.
well, how do we call you this time? What do you go by this time?
She just sort of nods and goes, Michaela.
Makeda.
Which, yeah, is absolutely the feminine form of Michaela in Ukrainian.
Michaela?
Yeah, Michaela. It is, again, the feminine form of Mikhail.
Amazing.
Yes, she is doing it to bully the dragon.
Yeah.
And I see that you have a couple of new guests.
I will introduce the guests.
So the people who accompanied you would be Fleur, Silvar, Chomper, and Ono. That's
Oh, and Dimitri. He is
and,
there.
and Dimitri.
He's my plus 1/2, I think.
No, a plus 1/2 is something like lunch or breakfast. This is an actual guy.
Yeah. All right, he's my plus 1, but he's in a different font and pretty tiny.
Plus subscript 1.
Perfect. Okay. I will introduce them all in. Let's see how mean I'm being. In very straightforward but kind of nice terms. Like, not too bad, not too much information, but just nice enough that they're not going to get angry at me later.
Silvar, eh? Yeah, I must say, I admire your work over in Shimber and at least that portion of the Bayfrontian Empire. Oh no, I don't think I've ever heard of you. And of course, Lady Fleur Vanderveen, I believe you were once. Though, apparently some people have gotten a name change recently, it appears. My name is Polion. I am the owner of this here shop. And if you're in need of information or looking to sell information, I am your man. Now, have we come to a conclusion about the proposal from yesterday?
Yes. At least I have. I believe that it is a bad one. I will not be accepting.
Well, I mean, we need to know on certain terms what exactly your terms for this proposal are. In writing, of course.
Well, the long and short of it would be that I get you safely into I completely forgot what the name of this city was. Asgar. Can you get me this information quickly? Yeah. Evanor. Evanor. Alright. Yes. I can get you into Evanor. Swiftly and secretly. But, in exchange, one night, each of you, not the three of you, just the Order of the Swan. One night, alone, private. What we do during that evening? Whatever it is you desire.
Yeah. What's in it for you there, buddy?
What's in it for me?
Oh, yes. Those in our line of work don't do anything without ulterior motive.
I learn more about each of you from the people themselves.
Oh, I mean, suppose that'd work for some of us, but for two off the top of my head in particular. Really? You think that to be the case?
Well, a card player doesn't show their entire hand until the game is done.
Oh. You imply that the entire hand is all there is to it.
Not necessarily. I'm just saying that all that I told you is all that you need to know.
Nope. I'm not doing it.
I mean, myself aside, how exactly would you ever plan to crack Sturbon? No, you're not going to say. We covered that. That's not the point. She just sort of leans in closer and goes, "No, you're playing at some sort of game. We have our own goals. I mean, if you need the truth, why not ask your business partner? He's a colleague of ours."
Yes, but he and I both know to play the long game. You may be friends with him, but that does not necessarily mean that you know everything there is to know about him.
Oh, well. That's mutual. Admittedly, no. Like, above the table, admittedly, knowing Liv, the only, like, straight things that a Turku probably knows about her is bird's scary, yo.
I tell you what, as a sign of good faith, well, maybe not a sign of good faith, but a sign of good dealings, I can reveal a bit of his motives. You give me one of yours.
Our motives?
Armor.
She is sitting on the counter now, legs crossed, and goes, honestly, at this rate, don't really have any.
Uh-huh. Sure.
I don't know about you, Dahan.
Yeah,
How do you what? Come on, my motives are the most easy to state and
Oh,
know and to stop, annoyingly enough.
uh, uh,
oh no. I know your end goals. I know your end game. That's because you flash your hand for all to see.
Yeah. Well, I can't help it that I want to be a theocratic fascist necromancer. That's a joke, Dimitri. I'm not actually going to do that.
Uh, she just sort of looks at Dimitri, not actually moving or showing anything to uh Napoleon, but like just looking at him like it's not a joke. Um, I mean, seriously, look at our previous track record. Have you actually presumed us to have any means or motive?
Yeah, we do kind of just do whatever we are
well, what
told
kind of
to.
people have no motive for coming to a country where they are wanted?
The thrill of
Well,
the chase.
I mean, we're also, I believe, as a rather cold, calculating doctor once put it, absolute fucking idiots.
Nah.
I wonder how he's
Didn't we
doing.
already talk about this yesterday? Yeah, we talked about this, man. Didn't I tell you?
You told me your reasoning. Now she's telling me hers.
Oh,
Know.
okay.
I mean that as a group, we don't really have a means or a motive.
It doesn't have to be your group motive, it could be personal motives.
I
After
mean,
all, the information that I would reveal about Turku would be personal to him.
personally speaking, eh, don't have any. Haven't had any for a while.
I want to have a mostly normal life. Well, there we go. Now, wasn't that so hard?
I want to point out, like, at least for Fleur, because I presume at least Fleur can now see Liv's tale. Mind you, it's fairly well hidden, being a charlatan and all. She's not lying. That was entirely truthful. Of she doesn't really have a motive.
Let's just say that Turku's homeworld. He did. He went above and beyond for his patron and flooded the entire world. And now he has a chance to get a world of his own.
And it's actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. Hey, Daehun, do you have raging thalassophobia? I'm gonna take your silence as a no, or that, or you don't know what thalassophobia means. Neat. Well, that's actually explains everything about Turka that I need to know. Alright, well, you write that shit down and we can talk about it. She says, dismounting from the table. Until then, she says, bowing.
Oh,
Until next time.
don't leave so soon. And he produces a sheet, well, a stack of papers. And they go into detail about the agreement, including an area that says that he will not turn you into the city guard or the country guard or any of the nobility.
No law enforcement clause. Important.
It also says that he will not unleash his lunar phoenix upon all of you. Unless you violate a clause.
Disconcerting development. She walks forward, looking this over. Whispers to Dahin and Infernal. I know you don't like me complimenting you, but you're really paying off and not fucking this up. This is a horrible deal. Well, she turns back and smiles at him. It's definitely one of those fake smiles, but most people see as genuine. And he goes, well, the Order of the Swan LLC's lawyer. She motions to herself. We'll need to look this over. Until next time. To which she will leave the establishment. Very noticeably grabbing Fleur.
Yeah. Oh no! He gives Polion one last look with squinting eyes before following. Daehoon, do you follow, or do you stay for Silvar and Chamber to leave?
Well, I do need to get it somewhere else. I'll leave.
So, outside, Ono do not trust him. He has fire in his eyes.
Astute observation. She says, taking out the fire in her eyes contacts.
Yes. Because of what she just did. Did you just take out part of your eyes? What was that? Never mind. That's not important. So, we try to avoid him at all costs?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to outright deny him. Man has a super weapon.
Ah.
But there's a reason why I asked Sir Vanderveen to help supply us with trade wagons.
Okay. So we get there on our own.
Precisely.
Awesome. Sounds great. Okay. Well, hey, I have to go buy some clothes and weapons.
Yeah, for him. She says, a weird foundling. She turns to Dimitri.
Hey.
Not really dropping her whole nun act. On all things considered. Usually they're orphans, but 40-year-old men work too. You know how to use a sword?
He's not going to be fighting.
Do you want him to defend himself?
Well, he'll have a spear, but he's not going to be in combat.
That sword is a sidearm.
Okay.
No, I mean,
Yet I do not know how to fight with sword.
great.
What about spear?
Spears are easy. You just turn the pointy bit.
Oh no, spears are one of easiest weapons to use.
Yes.
No, that is empirically true. Point there being, she pulls out a spear out of her bag of holding and just sort of plants it in the ground.
Where did you get a spear?
I have 4 of them,
Oh,
presumably off of corpses.
yeah, that's right. I remember now. Riley, I remember you guys are the only group that I've had that have actually bothered to loot things.
Wow.
Do you want a shield?
I was going to get him these things, but if you have them, fine.
She says, looking through her bag of holding. Yeah, she pulls out an entire set of hide armor and also a shield. Actually,
Wow.
she has out 7 of them to take and let Dimitri take his pick out of the
Okay.
shield.
Okay,
Yeah, go for it.
alright. Going to have to come up with a stat block for a sidekick.
Yay.
Alright, we haven't had one of those since, oh, what's his name?
Good old breakfast. Though be there too.
Yeah, Veether.
Huh. Yeah, since she just has these things looking at her inventory. She also pulls up the corpse of breakfast.
Don't. Why do you still have that? Smells so bad.
Well, I mean, I had meant to bring this to one of the local churches, dear Paladin.
Just take it. Just take it now. It's fine. Just go throw it at the church. Oh.
Excuse me, Fleur will walk off like towards an alleyway.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess
She is holding on to her whole shtick of actually being a nun, so hence the then to take this to a church. I found this in somebody's basement.
okay. Right.
Yeah, in which case, on the way back, she'll stop by a church and just sort of we do the orphan in the basket thing and leave it at the doorstep.
Oddly enough, you do not feel any tinge of hatred when you step on the doorstep. At least, not for Celestials, but for the other lower plane.
Ooh.
Now knowing what I know, that does explain why I constantly felt that.
Yeah, now that you're thinking about it, yeah, it does explain it. Because in Shimber, they were actually devoted to one of the upper planes.
Also, this would not by any means be her first time in a church in the theocracy. So, but yeah, she just sort of leaves it at the doorstep with a handwritten note saying, "Found this in a devil worshipper's attic. Not quite sure what it is." Knocks on the door and then just ditches.
Silver, with Chomper on his shoulder, will eventually catch up. Uh, he, his scales have a less black tint to them and more of a gray. Though not by much, considering how dark his scales are normally. They are just a tiny bit paler.
Oh. What happened to you?
Business dealings. Has to do with Fleur's reason for being here.
Oh. Okay. Sounds good.
And besides, you wouldn't even understand.
She leans forward and goes, "Did you light a fire or cake yourself in makeup?" See, he will understand. I will. So spill it.
Yeah, your Fleur's husband. Or not, yeah.
No, I mean, that's how you want to call me.
Yeah,
Papa King.
no, I'm trying to be discreet. I realize I should not have said that because you are dressed like a sister.
Yeah, I have had no relation to Fleur whatsoever. It should be worth noting, she is not wearing her wedding ring. She would have told Fleur why, but she is not wearing it.
So, I believe you mentioned, you mentioned, I believe, to Fleur, or at least asked her that if our patron was fine with homicide.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. In fact, that's what she's been told to do.
Liv's eyes get that suspicious twinkle in them, and she looks visibly excited.
This particular person is not good. They are archfey.
It's baby's first political assassination. She turns around to Fleur.
Actually, yes, that is very much the case. However, don't be surprised if the three of us are extremely vigilant in perhaps a bit overprotective of Fleur for while we're here and or until we get this job done.
Yes, of course. We gotta get her a cold iron dagger.
That actually might work because Faye. Anyway, back on Earth, a person called Edward Vertz.
I, as a player, no. I don't know if Liv would.
So,
if, he's scum of the earth, genuinely awful human being, then yes, empirically, but...
He's on that caliber. Well, he's archface, so he whatever pronoun they use.
I mean, it depends on how they present, but yeah. Faye don't exactly use gender.
Yeah. So what do you think would happen if he realized that the person between him and Around's ambiguous position in the Sealy court is in the city? Or in the country?
Oh, yeah, nah, that's not good.
I think, needless to say, she'd be lucky if she were killed outright.
Like I said, it's not good. I'm not suggesting that. Um, yeah, be vigilant, but also, no, we gotta get for her first cold iron dagger. Now she turns around and motions using Flurzendak. So you're gonna want to cut here, here, and here, aiming for the throat and both jugulars. If you apply about 3 pounds of pressure here, she plates both of her fingers around the trachea. You can just crush it entirely. Now, contrary to popular belief, you don't actually want to stab about here. She motions the diaphragm. You're going to want to go about here and here. She says, motioning for about the in between the rib cage, aiming for the heart. Also, entirely, actually, just filling Fleur up.
Uh, sister, if I may have a word with you.
Yeah, go.
He'll walk off a tiny bit, and actually he'll hand Fleur Chomper and walk off like 20 feet away before returning to you. Okay, do you honestly think that Fleur would be able to do it?
Honestly, knowing how she's ended up, thanks to some of us, not least of which me, yeah, possibly.
Well, Aron has his suspicions, and quite frankly, I have them too. If she's not able to do it, I have to do it.
Oh yeah, no, but you know where to aim. She doesn't.
Yeah, she doesn't know that yet.
Inspire's telling her. Jeez.
I give it a 75% chance that she falters at the last step.
Yeah, well, I mean, if she misses by 2 inches, then you're gonna have to stab that motherfucker in the back, but...
That's not what I think. At the last step being they're on the ground dying and she can't bring herself to end it.
True.
Not to mention her current condition, which... Did you know? I didn't know until recently.
No, of course I fucking noticed. Who do you think I am? She says this loud enough. Daehoon?
What?
Exactly.
Who's talking about me?
Case in point. So, look, she should be able to do it, but no, again, yeah, you'll be fine if she can't. Just be ready, and also, we do actually probably ought to get her at least a cold iron weapon because that will actually keep Faye at bay. And then promptly, hide it in the forbidden wine barrel whenever Iran comes to visit, but that's beside the point.
Oh, what? You don't want to threaten your patron-in-law?
Man, I think he wouldn't put it past me. I don't want to hear it from Anana. I mean, Ryuk, definitely Ryuk. Big fan of the Ryuk.
He starts walking back to. So what? What are we doing? Are we trusting him or are we not trusting him?
No,
Not in the slightest.
never.
Come on, you know exactly his deal. He's one of us, buddy.
He's not exactly one of us. He's in the information business, but he doesn't hide anything.
He may as well be one of us, buddy.
I think the biggest reason why he's not in jail is because all the guards take bribes from him.
Yeah, the horribly corrupt system. Look, point there being is we already have cards for a reason. We don't need to trust them.
I'm sorry to say, but I don't like it. I don't like his request specifically. Too far. I'm not sure what he'd do, but
also we don't say no, and this is why Section 34, Clause B, he points to the Lunar Phoenix thing.
What the heck? Lunar Phoenix?
Yeah, no, you remember the one that just crashed into the house in Stock Cave?
Was he there for that?
No, but it's another one of them. Actually, he might have been there for that. Point there being is, do you want to actually fight one of them?
No.
Precisely. So we don't say no.
I almost died from fighting one of those.
Precisely. We don't say no.
I'm not saying that we need to trust him, but I'm pretty sure I saw a clause in there that said you won't get law enforcement involved. Who's to say that if we don't accept, they'll stay out?
Precisely another reason to not say no. We just egg him on. So far, you act as if this is the first person I've done this to. Hell, it's not even the first time I've done this to him.
How are you with Gothic horror?
I mean, probably better than Daehoon. Hey, Daehoon, how are you with Gothic horror?
what is Gothic?
How do I rephrase this? How are you with, like, vampires and shit?
I want to be one.
I'll go talk with him, because he's a vampire.
Did you just stutter while saying vampire?
No, Dompier. He's a Dompier.
Don Pierre?
No, Dompier.
Donkey hair.
No, Dompier.
Spell it out for me.
Dhampir. Means his father is a vampire.
Okay, does that matter?
Again, father, vampire.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that he is.
Right. But he's half one.
That doesn't help. I want to be a full one.
Right, but he can get you in contact with a full one.
Huh. All right, I'll consider it. Thanks for letting me know.
Alright. If we can find Elrahill, we have the possibility of lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy doesn't entail immortality, though, buddy.
Yeah.
Forever. Yeah, but I'm just getting an awful lot of Gothic horror vibes from this place. Yeah, we had the incident on the ship with Elrahill. Now, Celestial Phoenix Sorcerer Dampier.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean...
Darn it. Now that you said it, I'm really interested in this vampire thing. I might have to go talk to him.
No, the fuck you don't!
Yes, I do. Could you imagine that? A vampire possessed by a demon serving 3 gods all at once?
You're not...
That would be so powerful.
You couldn't be in the sun.
Yeah,
Oh, that sucks. Oh, I'd be
that is
Moonlight.
part of it.
Oh,
Yeah, you'd have to betray Huitzilopochtli Poetry for his sister, buddy.
never mind. I hate the moon and the stars. Screw that.
You are aware that I serve the goddess of the morning star, right?
Yeah, but it's the morning star, and that's all right. You know, it's around during the day.
I mean, it's around during dusk and dawn, but
Yeah, when the sun is out. So,
and also the moon.
okay, so it's a little conflicted, a little bit of a gray area. That's fine.
Also,
Everything.
if you turn right about there, she points to the sky. The moon's out right now.
What?
Yeah, one of the moons is out.
Not
That's just a
again.
thing that happens.
Yeah, what if the moons are out during the day? Like they are now.
Daemon will look up. He does not look up usually because he's tall and he wears a helmet. Huh. I did not notice. And I am consistently starting to question my deity. This is
Well,
concerning.
it's less a thing that he's lying to you and more that his cult is centered on a completely different planet.
Well, then what? You know what? Fine, I'm not going to question it. So, wait, does that mean that I have to pray really quick. Just a minute. He's going to go start talking to his god. He needs some clarification.
Huh, broke him 2 days in a row. New record.
While this is going on, a ASMR looking woman comes over to your group and says, if you're looking for transportation to Evanor, yeah, go to the Hook district in a couple of hours.
Thanks, shady random lady.
At least you're not calling me old this time.
The Hook.
At least I'm not calling you old this time. You have to take those types of wins there, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
I gotta love changelings.
Okay. So,
Yes.
what are we doing?
I believe you are trying to contact Huitzilopochtli.
Oh, right. Should I roll a religion
yes.
for that? He'll cut his chin and throw a little bit of that on the ground.
You throw the blood on the ground, you look up, you find yourself in the cloudy landscape. And you see before you Huitzilopochtli fighting another being before he ultimately slays it and then turns to look at you.
Hello.
Hello.
Damon would kneel and take off his helmet.
Rise.
Dehun will stand up and put on his helmet. I'm here to ask one simple question, hopefully. Are the stars and the moon that I see above me evil? And is the sun that I see, well, that I know exists in the sky, is that yours?
These are difficult questions to answer. They are in part, but for the purposes of religion, for the purposes of my religion, the sun is completely mine. The moons are against me, as are the stars. However, if you were to ask people of other religions, such as Shimver, they are coexistent, neither good nor evil.
But doesn't that mean that some people are wrong?
Everyone is wrong in some respect. You just have to know who you believe to be most true.
Okay. Thanks.
He'll reach down, take some of the blood. The creature being he just slain. Go over to you, lift the visor, anoint you, so to speak, and go and conquer this.
Thank you.
The land you are in needs it.
All right, wait, sorry, that cut out.
Go and conquer. The land you are in needs it.
I will conquer. I will conquer for you. Thank you. He will bow and try to disconnect.
When you rise up from the bow, you find yourself back in Frost.
Okay.
I haven't even told him that he's not even the first son in his own religion. She says, speaking to Sylvar.
Hey, look, one thing at a time, Miss Olivia.
Is this the part where I tell him about the feathered serpent?
We can wait for that. You know, I heard that that fox lady, Tong. No, not Tong. Not her. Her friend. The centaur lady that's a cleric of Artemis. Yeah, she fought Quetzalcoatl at one point, apparently.
A strange thing to just fight. Quetzalcoatl isn't exactly an evil dude.
Yeah, apparently she also fought Triton.
Oh, okay, that's more fair. I'd throw hands at Triton.
Okay. Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
We need to get to the northern part of the city in a few hours. We want to get those caravan to Evanor.
Oh, yes. Caravans. Ooh, hey, do we need any more people on those caravans?
No, probably not.
Oh, man.
Do you know how many people there are with us? Not including your foundling.
He's called Dimitri. And he is a signet.
Yeah, foundling.
Signet.
She says, looking at him. With the stereotypical level of disgust that one of the local nuns would probably have for a poor person.
Hey, stop that. Look, all right. Fine, I won't bring anyone else. Yes, we've got to get going. But
no, we do have a few hours. Do you want more of that coffee stuff?
no, made me feel weird. And I got a talking to by that one lady. She's a. All right, look, I don't know really who I am or what I'm doing. All I know is that I must kill, and coffee does not help me kill, so I'm not going to take any more of it.
I mean, coffee would explicitly help you kill.
How?
Stimulants, buddy.
Give you
I mean,
an
Okay.
it's not as good as, good old Nazi meth.
What is this Nazi meth?
So, some really evil fuckers called the Nazis, right? And I mean really evil. Like, not even Asmodeus really wanted his soul at the end of all that. Um, he kept feeding his soldiers the stimulant called methamphetamine that makes you just sort of go fucking batshit and not sleep for 3 days straight.
That sounds awesome. Okay. Well, what are the downsides?
I mean, eventually you start seeing spiders under your skin and your teeth start falling out. Also, withdrawals.
Oh,
Withdrawals are
okay.
a
So
big one.
that's a stupid idea. It's almost like being a vampire. Okay, so we're not going to do that. Anyway, no, I don't want any more coffee. Thank you.
Yeah.
What if we just so hard traveling light? I need more people. No, well,
We have with all due respect, the people coming with us, good paladin, are basically a small army.
well, that's perfect, but I mean, we're not going to be able to take over the city.
Why would we do that?
well,
They follow Rook's teachings.
well, you also have to remember, sisters, that our plans have not been made known to all of them, and they may have their own business being here. It's merely convenient for them.
Oh, that's true. I know at least two of them are coming just explicitly to eat popcorn and watch.
Okay.
Take a wild guess who those two are.
Two mythical creatures that definitely do not exist.
One's currently on my shoulder.
There's nothing on your shoulder.
That's what she would have you believe.
Okay.
She turns to her right shoulder and goes, Himiko, you're like a cursed Pikachu. I hope you know that.
Why do I have to be cursed?
I mean that as in, you know exactly what I mean by the type of curse. I not literal curse.
Okay. Couple of hours. I'm not allowed to get more people. Dimitri already has all of his stuff. I don't know.
I believe he still needs some clothes, Dehun. Liv just
No,
provided
yeah,
him some armor and equipment.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, like you should go take him to a tailor, get him actual clothing.
Okay.
Perhaps a barber.
Yeah, fine. Dimitri, we're going. Also, here, give me that spirit and shield. I'll hold on to it for now. Put both of those in his bag of holding. Okay, let's go. You
No.
go to a barber and then to a tailor.
Silvar, we should probably go find. Did Starborn come home last night?
Yes.
Okay, thanks, Silvar. I was gonna say we should probably fish him out of the river, but if he came home, then you want to see my definitely legal and not a back alley gambling den.
I think my lady. I think you should be asking my lady that question. I am but a humble bodyguard.
She is posing that to the group, namely Ono.
I have to stick with my lady. Since you weren't there, Miss Lunar, that Ono is essentially dressed like a beggar, or like just nicely enough to where you can tell that he is a servant of some kind. But I also Silvar is hardly disguised, as is Chomper, but Chomper doesn't need a disguise.
But underlying point of it is technically posed to the group, but much more specifically, oh no.
Sister, since I am new to this city, why don't you show me around?
We He turns and goes, well, first things first, a cafe, and not at all a seedy back alley.
Dayon, what particular set of clothes would you like to get Dimitri?
Sturdy, simple. I don't want like really nice, soft clothes. Just, work clothes.
Common
Warm.
clothes or traveler's clothes?
Oh, sorry, travelers.
Travelers as 2 GP.
Okay, haircut.
Say that's a silver.
Just haircut?
Yeah.
I will say the word haircut to Silvar.
I don't need a haircut, Dayon. I don't have hair.
No, Dimitri,
Oh.
haircut.
Yes?
What? Okay, I'm just gonna go try to find a haircut place in town.
Yeah, not hard to do. Right?
Okay.
It's big enough. You can find at least somewhere. I guess a silver for shave and a haircut.
Oh, that was coming through really bad on my end. I thought you said Silvar, the character.
No.
Yes, 1 silver piece for a haircut.
Yes.
I fork it over reluctantly.
Now, Dimitri appears presentable, if a little scrawny.
That's fine. Darn it, I'm resisting the urge to create like a miniature squadron here. Okay, well, I can only have one guy, so there he is in all of his glory. I think for now we'll go up to the hook. We'll find a little area, like a little park or something. I don't know. And we'll just practice with the spear for a little while.
All right.
Cool.
All right. Miss Livia, you take him to a back alley.
Seedy back alley dive bar, yes. Like, and I do mean that quite literally, as in dive bar. She opens up a trapdoor.
You wanna be where you can see everyone's all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
God, I haven't been here in so long.
Hey, it's this bitch. Hey, welcome back.
Hi, fuck you.
F you
She says,
too.
taking her habit off. Or at least the hood to her habit off. By the way, I'm gonna have to ask you all. Make sure that this one doesn't get shanked in the streets. I married her.
There are some murmurs.
Also, you touch her and I immolate you. There is
you
actually
emulate
probably
us like your fiance was, eh?
Well, no, I meant like Greg over there.
Hmm.
She points to a char mark on the floor.
Such a shame. He was one of the regulars.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have tried to grout me. Anyways, the usual. I don't know about those guys. She turns to in regards to Silver. I'll go in for her.
Fleur, very uncomfortable. Uh, no alcohol for this one. For reasons.
Good reasons. She looks over at Chomper. That one weirdly can hold her drink really well.
So give her the strongest stuff.
Yeah, honestly, it'd kind of be funny.
But I don't like. Give her the strongest stuff.
Make it, taste fruity instead, but yeah.
You have a nice time in the dive bar before time comes for you to hurry on over there. Perhaps you're a bit drunk. But, yeah. If Olivia's a day drinker, it's not the first time it's happened.
Not in the slightest.
You meet your rendezvous with a bunch of carriages, and you're off to Evanor. And that is where we will